Hi everyone, my name is Jackie Gist. I am a Diamond Beachbody coach on this team. I'm super excited you guys are with us tonight, and I hope that what I have to say will help you see some possibilities and maybe give you some inspiration about why this might be a good fit for you. So my job tonight is to tell you a little bit about how being a Beachbody coach has transformed my life. And I'm supposed to do about 5 minutes, and I've had to do this a couple of times because it's really hard to condense it. So I'm going to do my best to cover it all in a short amount of time. In January of 2014, I saw a post by Corey Abraham on my news feed in Facebook. We were friends kind of distantly from her family. And what she said just pierced my heart. I had spent my entire adulthood overweight, like not kind of overweight, like super overweight. Like people asked me, have you had weight loss surgery? That kind of overweight. When I first contacted Corey, I weighed over 250 pounds. That was January of 2014, and I bought a challenge pack and signed up to be a challenger in one of her challenge groups. And I had tried lots and lots of things before that I had been somewhat successful, but never reached a goal of mine. You know, like maybe I could drop 40 pounds, but I'd still be over 200 pounds. Nothing like what I've done here. So anyways, I had been an elementary school teacher. I married very, very young. I was 19 when I got married. I was 19 when I had our first daughter. She's 18 now. I have another daughter that's 13 and in the 8th grade. And at 35, I found out that I was unexpectedly pregnant. And so I have an 18, 13, and a 2-year-old little boy. After I had him, my husband said, we just need to figure out a way for you to be able to stay home. And so I just didn't apply for a job the next year. I had been teaching elementary school for about 13 years. I also have a master's degree in counseling, so I'm certified to be a school counselor and also a private practice counselor, and then I also had my bachelor's degree in elementary education. So staying home was not anything that ever really seemed realistic to me. My husband is a minister, so he does not make a ton of money, but he was able to provide for us, and so I quit my job. But to say that things were really, really tight is an understatement. So I signed up for a challenge pack, even though we could not afford it. I remember trying to talk to Corey about, well, maybe I'll just buy a workout program, but I'm not going to do Shakeology because we can't afford it. And she was like, just try it. And so I said, okay, I'll try it. Anyways, about 7 months in, I had lost about 60 pounds and I was making great progress. I loved the programs. I loved Shakeology. I loved everything about it, but we couldn't afford it. And my husband and I were having one of those late night meetings where we were trying to figure out how to pay for what we had. And I was convinced that I needed to quit Shakeology. And he said, no, you're doing so great with it. Why don't you see if you can get a discount and be a coach? So I signed up to be a discount coach, and then I didn't do anything with it. Like, I wish I had realized the opportunity that I had in front of me, but I didn't. And so I took the discount, and then a couple months later, we got back to one of those meetings, and we couldn't afford it again. And I said, well, maybe I can get like 3 people who would buy Shakeology from me, and then it'll balance out. Well, I hadn't made any kind of post whatsoever about losing weight. And by this point, I'd lost about 70 pounds. And I made a post. And I could not keep up with the amount of people contacting me about wanting to try what I had done. So let's fast forward a year. I've lost 105 pounds. I have maintained that weight loss for probably about 5 months now. I work out every single day with my husband, who has also lost 40 pounds. Just in case you want to see what I used to look like. Oops, that lady right there with those humongous arms, that's me. And also this is me. So Beachbody has made a huge physical transformation for me. Financially, I have no plan to go back into the classroom. I love children, but my job was really stressful and tough. And honestly, I have matched my income as a teacher. So I know this that that's going to increase, and we would actually take a pay cut if I went back into the classroom. So physically, financially, in my relationship with my husband, it's brought us closer together. It's given us a great hobby to do together. And then really just mentally, like the accountability that I have from this group of women who love me and care for me. I've never kept weight off or consistently worked out like this. And I just have this sense of accountability to this group of women who love and care for me. So that's another great aspect of being a Beachbody coach. And then I'm just kind of known on Facebook and by all my friends as just an encourager, because being a Beachbody coach is not about being a salesperson. It's kind of about being just this positive, encouraging listener to people who need a good ear, and people want health and people want fitness. And I just feel like I have the golden ticket to help them find it. And you do too. So there's so many ways, and I've gone way over what I'm supposed to go, but I hope this helps. Please don't take it as you have to lose 100 pounds to be an effective coach. That's not at all the truth. In fact, I'm very rare as far as people who've lost a ton of weight. It's just my story, and I hope my story has blessed you tonight. Thanks so much for being with us, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the videos. Bye-bye.